New developments in the murders of 4 students from the University of Idaho. Law enforcement sources telling ABC News they identified suspect Bryan Kohberger by linking DNA evidence from the crime scene to a public genealogy database. And tonight, what we've just learned about that cross-country road trip the suspect made with his father. ABC's Kana Whitworth in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania.
The man accused of stabbing 4 college students to death set to appear before a judge within hours, waiving extradition and paving the way for his swift return to Idaho. The lawyer for 28-year-old Bryan Kohberger says his client maintains his innocence.
He's certainly eager to get back to Idaho to start the legal process, and he believes that he will be exonerated when he does return.
Sources telling ABC News police were able to link Kohberger to the crime in part by running DNA from the crime scene through a public genealogy database. It's an investigative tool routinely used since the capture of the Golden State Killer. Police first finding relatives, then zeroing in on Kohberger, a PhD student studying criminology at Washington State University, just 15 minutes from the crime scene. Kohberger was also a teacher's assistant. One of his students says he seemed a little different after the murders.
I remember he looked a little bit more disheveled. He had like some stubble coming on. His hair was a little, messed up or whatever. Nothing like crazy, but enough that I remember seeing him and thinking like, oh man, finals must be really getting to him or something like that.
Dominic Schell told us he socialized with Kohberger when he was a teenager here in Pennsylvania.
And how do you remember him at those parties?
Withdrawn, kept to himself.
Tonight, investigators processing Kohberger's white Hyundai Elantra they say was spotted on surveillance near the crime scene. Kohberger and his father driving the car 2,500 miles from Washington to Pennsylvania, arriving at the family home a month after the murders.
I can tell you based on experience that cars months and sometimes years old, we've been able to find trace amounts of blood and DNA in a vehicle, despite the fact that the naked eye could not see it.
Kana Whitworth joining us now from Pennsylvania. And Kana, you're learning more about that cross-country road trip. The suspect and his father were actually pulled over by police.
Yeah, Whit, Bryan's lawyer actually telling me that it happened twice, both times in Indiana, about an hour apart, once for speeding and once for tailgating. Now, Bryan was arrested about 17 days later and has been held here at the Monroe County Correctional Facility, awaiting his hearing tomorrow. Whit.
Kana Whitworth with those new details tonight. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.